A county-wide hazard mitigation plan preps for every possible disaster and earns cash for local towns. Phil Lindemann, Krystal, 93 News. First, CDOT is closing U.S. Highway 285 west of Fairplay tonight for snow removal. That closure covers nearly 20 miles from marker 184 to 203 between Fairplay and Grant. You cannot drive that stretch from 8:30 tonight until 5 tomorrow morning. Your detour is US 24 to Colorado Springs or Highway 9 through Alma to Breck. Every single person who rides a chairlift in Colorado agrees to the Colorado Skier Safety Act, a law first adopted in 1979 that outlines your rights and those of resort operators.
You can't fault people for not abiding by the rules if they don't know that there are rules, or if they do know that there are some rules, what are they?
That was Catherine Jeter, founder of local nonprofit Alliance for Skier and Rider Safety. They hold a free public meeting tonight about the Safety Act, known as the Code, with a local attorney, Keystone executive, and Team Summit coach. That meeting is tonight, starting 6 p.m. in the Buffalo Room at County Commons in Frisco. The public is welcome. This week on the State of Summit, we prep for the worst of the worst with a county-wide hazard mitigation plan.
It gives us a really good snapshot of where we are and then where we're going.
That was Brian Bovaird, Director of Emergency Management for Summit County, explaining the county's updated hazard mitigation plan. It covers the obvious dangers.
Obviously, wildfire and avalanches are big ones.
And not so obvious dangers like runoff erosion, bark beetles, drought, and even earthquake.
Any natural hazards that might be present in Summit County, and then we dig deep and evaluate each one. And what our exposure is to that hazard.
The plan is updated every 5 years and required by FEMA for federal disaster mitigation grants, like $10 million recently awarded for repairs to the dam on Goose Pasture Tarn in Blue River, beginning this May. James Phelps with the town of Breckenridge.
So we all sit down and we look at all the potential hazards and what the impacts of those could be.
The end goal? Save lives and money when disaster strikes.
Having all this stuff in a plan really helps us to support that we're staying on track and accomplishing the goals that we set as a community for addressing some of these hazards.
Tune in again next Wednesday for the State of Summit on Krystal 93. Those Guys, hip-hop legends Arrested Development, join electro dance DJ Big Wild for free music at the Burton US Open in Vail this week. Arrested Development headlines the Friday night concert, and Big Wild takes the stage Saturday. There's also music from Ghostlight, Thundercat, and Theophilus London. All shows are free in Vail Village at Solaris Plaza. In sports, the Avalanche play the Sabres tonight at 6, and in local sports, brought to you by Wilderness Sports in Dillon. Today was opening day for pros at the Burton US Open in Vail, where 32 men and 12 women threw down on the slopestyle course. New Zealand's Zoe Sadowski-Synnott qualified first for ladies. Americans Haley Langland and Jamie Anderson also made the cut. American Dusty Henriksen qualified first for the men, and Silverthorne's Red Gerard just snuck barely into Friday's final, qualifying 9th out of 10.
Oh, man. Yeah, no, I was definitely hyped to hear that I made finals, but I don't know. Just didn't really want to qualify down there, so I'm happy I got to move up by one and really happy I got to land that run, so I'm pretty psyched.
Tomorrow are halfpipe qualifiers at the USO with big names like Scotty James, Matty Mastro, Caro Castellet, and Dillon's own Chase Blackwell. Summit High boys basketball opens the 4A postseason tournament tonight with Holy Family at home. Game time is 6 p.m. at Summit High. Phil Lindemann, Krystal, 93 News.